We've all been in an argument before. Maybe you fought over where to go eat, how to solve algebra, or even specific details about religion. Yeah, arguments are pretty common in life, but how do you go about resolving an argument? Can you remember the last time you got into a serious fight with somebody you know? What was it over? And what did you do about it? Do you even know how you should fix a fight?
Well, there's 3 very good ways to end different kinds of arguments: coming to a compromise, accepting you're wrong, and agreeing to disagree.
Let's give a scenario. You and a friend don't know what to eat. You suggest to get Chick-fil-A because you're just really craving their Polynesian sauce. But your friend comes out with Taco Bell because he really wants another steak quesarito. So what do?
Let's remind you of the first way to resolve a conflict: compromising. That means both of you take your differences and meet halfway. So you, taking the first step, say, "Hey, how about we just go drive-through to both restaurants and get what we want?" So your friend, being rather nice, replies, "Oh yeah, that's actually a really smart idea. We should have just thought of that at first." So now, even though you won't eat at your restaurant of choice, you can still get your preferred food from there, while your friend can get their food. A super simple resolution.
Here's a different situation. What is tangent of pi over 12? You're trying to figure out the answer with your friend, and you say it's -2 minus root 3. But your friend says that it's +2 minus root 3. This is the third problem that you guys got different answers on, and now you're frustrated. You think you're right, and she thinks she's right.
But you don't want this to get heated, so you ask to compare your work. And, oh look, you got it wrong. And now that you realize this, you just say, "Yeah, I got it wrong. Thanks." By actually trying to solve the conflict, you discover that someone is actually right. And because you're not stubborn, you gladly accept your defeat. The argument didn't exist to prove who was better. It was just to help you learn. So really, the little argument you guys had was actually not a bad thing.
Now, you're discussing with your friend about your religious differences. Something pretty serious. You're Adventist, and your friend, well, isn't. Let's just say that you and your friend are talking about some discrepancies between your beliefs. One of you think that playing competitive sports is okay on the Sabbath, but the other thinks no one should be doing anything on the Sabbath. But there's one thing that you think of that you think might end the argument. You tell him, "Hey, I know that we believe in different things, but we don't know what's exactly right. Let's just think whatever we think is right." And then your friend totally agrees because he's irritated after disagreeing with you. So now you guys just tell each other about your own religions as more of a learning thing and less of a debate thing. You guys just agreed to disagree.
The book of Acts shows a couple of incidences of arguments that were peacefully resolved. In the beginning of chapter 15, Paul and Barnabas came to a compromise with the Jews that Gentiles did not have to be circumcised, but they just had to adhere to basic things. Later on, Paul and Barnabas disagreed on bringing John Mark with them. In the end, they agreed to go separately to the churches, Barnabas bringing John Mark and Paul bringing Silas. And by doing that, they actually helped spread the word faster by going in different directions. And when it comes to accepting that you're wrong, well, you do it when you're confessing to God that you've done wrong. All over the Bible, God encourages us to submit to Him.